brother, and welcome back to All the Mods 5 with me, Tryonus, and I sincerely hope you can hear me, and I sincerely hope you're all doing well. So, last episode, the recording did not go as planned. I did exactly what I wanted to do, but unfortunately, because of doing an update, my audio did not work, so please accept my apologies. But it was a fairly good episode. It was pretty laid back to my mind, and I still wanted to kind of share everything that I did there. But we'll have a quick run through now so you can actually hear what I'm saying of what I actually did, and we'll come to that in a minute. So basically just looked at two mods, the Arcanus and Forbidden and Arcanus, and we looked at a couple of items on here. This Obsidian Skull, which I have in my inventory, which does actually give me fire resistance, a permanent boost, which is nice. I do need to collect some more bones and stuff to continue on, because what I want to do is actually look at some of these armors just for being nosy. I really do kind of want to look at these. You know me, I'm evil at heart, so I've got to look at some of these nasty mods. So the other thing that we looked at as well was these pixies, which required a soul, which we kind of found out that we needed this soul extractor, which you used on soul sand to get the soul, which we can actually just, you should have seen it in the last episode, but just in case if you didn't, it might be best if I show you. So if I do that, we've got some soul sand, and then we do this, and then I just hold right click, and then the soul actually comes out of the soul sand, and then you get the soulless sand. It's actually pretty good and very, to my mind, ingenious how they've done it. And then you can use it to make a dark soul and a pixie. Now the dark soul we can't do because I kind of need some extra items. Specifically now I only need blaze powder because I have been killing endermen and I have got some ender pearls. Unfortunately though, my soul shard only is showing 2 souls, even though I've killed about 5. But I think that's because they died from burning rather than actually me killing them, if that makes sense. So I'm going to actually swap my sword out for this refined Obsidian Sword. It's a good sword, this, but and with it coming with fire aspect, it's quite nice. So anyway, like I was saying, with this sword you can actually make this pixie thing, and what you actually do with this, you actually just go outside or inside depending on what you want to do, and you just right click and you get levitation and slow falling for a small amount of time. So it's a nice easy way of gaining a little bit of flight, and it doesn't really cause too much issue really. It's actually fairly handy. I use it a little bit now and again when I'm going across my digital miner across there. It's actually fairly good. So yeah, then we also looked at the Aquarius mod, whatever you want to call it, aquaculture mod. Basically just made the diamond fishing rod, the fishing line, and the bobber. Now something that you didn't actually hear me say is that the fishing line and bobber you don't actually need. You can just use these to actually make it into a different color if you want. So the fishing line can be yellow, blue, cyan, orange, whatever. Same with the bobber. All it does is alter those particular aspects of the fishing line. They don't actually add anything, but yeah. So the main thing that I was after with this is these sorts of weapons and tools, which you can only get by making or fishing out Neptune's bounty, which is this Neptunium ingots that you should get inside there a chance of getting. So I said I'd make an AFK fisher as soon as I'd finished recording, which is exactly what I did. That's what this box of ugliness is. So this is where I put my fishing line and whatnot. So I've got my worm, my fishing line, my double hook that I made, which I was wondering whether or not to make a gold hook to get lucky or a double hook to have a chance of getting 2 items rather than just the plain 1. So I did ask which one you would choose, but obviously it didn't. So if you want to answer that now, feel free to in there. But yeah, this is my AFK fisher, my 1.5 fisher. So yeah, and yeah, I think I said this was specifically made for 115. I think that was wrong, but you didn't hear that anyway, so never mind. Yeah, so I kind of made this off camera. You've got to be bit careful with this. You can see I've done a fair amount of fishing because my diamond fishing rod actually broke while I was doing this. But there is something, I don't know if this is something that all the mods have added or it's part of the aquaculture mod to help prevent AFK fishing. But you can actually fish and then you'll bring a onshore live fish that will actually flop around. It's actually pretty cool, and you can actually, if you want to, either kill them or help them get back into the water. But one of the fish that you can actually fish up are the puffer fish, and they will poison you, and if you haven't got a decent space they can actually kill you, which I kind of learned the hard way. So I deleted the death marker, but I did actually die in here. But that's because I actually had some wood. I could put some wood here and some wood here, so I wouldn't actually get moved out of the way from the other fish. But that turned out to be a bit of a bad mistake. I am looking into ways of preventing that because you get shoved out of the way, so the AFK fisher doesn't actually work. So yeah, that's the thing. So the part of the AFK fisher, I decided to build it there so I could actually have all the chests and everything come down here, so it was kind of easy access. So you can see my little system with hoppers and normal chests here. There's probably another way of doing this, but this is fine. And this is everything I've caught AFK fishing. Now I broke my diamond rod and I did break a normal Minecraft rod as well, so that's why this is in here. But as you notice, no enchantment books. We have got one enchanted fishing rod which only has soulbound in it, which is a little bit disappointing, but we did get ourselves a note to the shelf, so that's nice. Lots of different sorts of fish that you can actually get and whatnot. Now I've separated these because this minnow is actually another type of bait that you can use, as well as the leeches. If I can actually see one, there it is, the leeches there. They're just different types of baits and they have different sorts of durability on them as such. We've got a goldfish here which you can actually use just to get a golden nugget. That's one use for them, I guess. We've also got some messages in a bottle. We've got a box. We've got a tin can which you can use to get some iron nuggets from, and some driftwood which you can actually just turn into normal wood as well. And we've also got a name tag. So we should start, hopefully, if I can do a little bit more fishing like that, should be able to start naming May and June over there. And no, sorry, April and May. I apologise, because it's April, May and June up top. So there's that, but you also notice we have got 3 Neptune bounty boxes here which will open in a second. I kind of want to see what, if anything, are in these boxes and messages in the bottle, so we'll have a look. If you get this, this is from you from the future. Do not eat the pork chop. Da, da, da. Secondly, help, I'm trapped in a message of a bottle making factory. Of course. And I don't know if we get anything here. We've got some vines, some birchwood, and a bit of flint. Okay, nothing fantastic, but very cool indeed. So the bounty boxes, I'm not too sure how we open these. I presume... Oh, we do that. Okay, cool. So, wow, we get an axe straight out of the bat, which is not bad. We get a little bit algae and some driftwood. That's fine. And we get to keep the box as well. Cool. I didn't think that we would actually get to keep that. So that's nice. Okay, so we'll put these here. Let's check this one. 3 ingots, which is nice. Another message in a bottle. Some more algae and driftwood, which we'll just stick in there. Let's read this. Dear Shadow Claimer, so when's 1.x coming out? Sincerely, everyone. So there. Alright, and then last but not least, we get 2 more ingots, some more algae and a driftwood. So not too shabby, I don't think. So and getting the axe increases damage against enemies underwater. So that's kind of cool. Was hoping for a bit more Neptunium, but to be honest, I'm not too bothered about that. So we'll stick them in there for now. And we'll also get rid of the wood and everything, which don't belong over here. I should know better. See, I don't even know the contents of my own base. So actually vines, I don't think I've actually got any vines thinking about it, so that's actually more useful than what I originally think. Can't really tell where the flint or wood's gonna go, so we're gonna stick both of them in there. Okay, so that's enough of that. I kind of like these boxes. They stand out quite a lot. Very, very cool. But yeah, you may have noticed I've got a big hole in my base here, and I've also made a rather large back area as well, right next to my Inferium Essence, because hopefully we're going to start making use of it. I still need to find a way of making it grow faster in this, but I want to start making use of it. So this is why we're going to start looking in RF, because RF has these nice auto crafting machines called crafters. I don't know if you guys have seen these before or not, but we're going to need a bit of lapis, and we're going to make the tier 1 first with lapis. In fact, no, we can't do that because we've got another step to do. I turn it into blue dye. Derp. Okay, so that's one of them. Cool. We also need 2 crafting tables, which it doesn't like wood because of the system, whatever reason. So we need 2 of them. We may need more of these actually, but it will do for now. Let's get the RF back up. There we go. And then we need the redstone torches, I think. So let's just make a couple of these. I think I've got some sticks over here. Perfect. And boom and boom. Beautiful. Alright, cool. So that's the tier 1. Which if you press shift, it does actually tell you what it does. This machine can handle up to 2 recipes at once and allow recipes to use the crafting results of previous steps, which is exactly what we want. But we're going to go straight into tier 3 with this because it's a fairly easy recipe. So you just need the previous one and the normal redstone torches to go with it, so you might as well just go straight to 3 when you can actually make these. So we just need the planks again. There we go. We can make these. So I think I need about 4 of these guys now. Might as well just make them. There we go. And then the @RF, and we'll get the tier 2 and then go into the tier 3, apart from I didn't make the stone torches for it. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm not 100% sure if this has an auto input or output, which I don't think it has, so yep, that's fine. It's kind of why I gave myself a little bit of room here anyway. So we just need to actually give this guy some power. So for now which is exactly why I did this off camera, so we get that sorted. There we go. Perfect. We will need to run all the way around to the other side now, though. Might need to think about making another entranceway back here, or actually digging this out. That might be the best idea, actually. So yes, that should have power now. So what we also want to do is get this in place, but before we actually start automating this directly across, what I kind of need a couple of things first. So the first thing that we're going to need is the mystical architecture crystal. Oops, nope, there we go. Get the right thing, there we go. Now at the moment I can only make this because which has 1,000 uses. I can't make the master one, which has unlimited uses, because I need the superior essence, but that is the goal to try and get. So this should be interesting. So we'll make the infusion crystal. I don't know if I'm going to need to make any more of these or not. So we needed this because we need to upgrade each tier to the supreme essence. Now I will need some of the others to make something like the tier 3 needs the titanium essence. The obsidian ones also require that as well. The coral seeds, if we ever need them, kind of need this plutonium essence. I'm probably butchering the names. Plus I think you can also upgrade the watering can with them as well. So yeah, I will need them, but for now I'm just kind of want to get the master crystal if I'm able to. So we shall see. It depends on how much I actually need. So I need to set up some recipes here. So what we actually need to do, double click to edit this recipe. So we've got that, so we can put the crystal in there, which makes a clone of it, and then we can put the infusion crystal in the inventory slot, and then you can surround that with that. There we go, and it will tell you exactly what it's going to make. So for them, one of them makes that, so we can apply that. There we go. We don't want them to go in there. I don't know why it's doing that, but still, we will turn that to ignore, and we'll keep one of every item in the inventory slot. So that's kind of what we want. That. I'm surprised that it hasn't actually not making any mobs. Why is it going into there? I don't want it to. No, I don't want you to go in there. I want you to go in. Result of the crafting operation will stay in the input buffer. Press apply. There we go. So that goes in there, and that goes there. I don't know why that's made a done that. So hopefully that should start making that. But we also can. Oops, no, I kind of need that, so that's fine. Okay, so we want a new recipe, and then we want to use these to start making that. So stay in the input thing, and then we can make the titanium essence. But we do need to I don't actually have that tool on me. Oh, where's that disappeared to now? Typical. There it is. There it is. We need my configure. We can start doing that. So yeah, like I say, I'm a little bit wondering why it's not changing over. There's also, we're going to the output buffer, but mainly items like the buckets. We need to do. Oh, there we go. For some reason, started making some. I think. Did it? If so, where's the? What? What's going off here? Okay, so. Oh, it's actually making it directly into the Titanium Essence. There we go, perfect. So it's actually working now. It's just me. Okay, so we want to actually start thinking about upgrading that. So again, we shall do that. Results of crafting operation will stay in the input buffer. Keep at least one item, because I want to keep at least one just to be on the safe side. And we will click apply. Right. Again. That should start making that, but for whatever reason, it isn't doing that. Why aren't you making? Not too sure why it's decided to stop there as well. It's just being a bit on the funny side with me. Oh, it has actually made some there. Okay, right. Stay in the input buffer. Keep at least one. Apply. It's just acting up, but then again, maybe it's just me as well. So that will slowly start making that, but we have got now 4 there. So again, we can start that, and there is the Superior Essence that we need. So again, in fact, that can actually go. No, we'll keep it in the output buffer, and then keep at least one and apply. So we will do that, and we'll just see if that works. So yeah, all of this will start now making the Superior Essence, hopefully. Like I say, it's just a question of how fast I can actually get that to make, but we will see. See, it's gone straight there again. And we will apply that. Well, we'll just see how it goes, really. Like I say, it might just be me messing up, but yeah, this is a nice, easy way of doing it. Like I say, I just need I may need to replace the infusion crystal a couple of times, but yeah, once I get the master crystal, I should be okay, I hope. So yeah, let's just tidy up a little bit more. We'll make a couple of these vertical slabs because we can, and we will go back here, and we will tidy this up. In fact, I don't think I needed to make a vertical slab. I could have just done that instead, but never mind. Never mind. I've got to continue derping. No fun if I don't derp. But yeah, we should. Why it keeps kind of forgetting that, I'm not sure. I'm meaning to reset it and mess around with it because it's not making any of the Imperium either, which is a bit weird. So yeah, anyway, I will see why it's not working, but obviously if you guys can tell me, that would be appreciative, because if I probably derped again, more than likely have, that would be very much helpful. But also what would also be helpful is that if you enjoyed today's video, please remember to hit the like button, and obviously if you've got any hints, tips, comments or concerns, feel free to share them in the comment section below. But regardless, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.